Is that a real sword that you're using there?
There was one bit where I use a real sword there, yeah. But that's pretty much like my family at feeding time when someone steals the last roast potato.
It looked like you were doing the fighting in that scene.
Absolutely, yes.
Do you use stuntman?
I do my best not to. On this, I didn't use a stuntman at all. And for me, it's really important that the character exists within the action as well, rather than just an acting scene and then you have an action scene which is completely separate, then you're back to the acting again. It's really important that the story and the character travel through all of those things.
Is that something Tom Cruise shamed you into, not using stuntmen? And being like, hey, I do everything, you should do everything too?
Yeah. I'm suffering for it every day.
The Witcher, I was thinking about it and I was like, why do I remember that? And I remember seeing the books, like, as a kid. There was a book series, right?
Yes. This TV show is based off the book series.
The books, yes, yes. And this was a very popular, what is magic, science fiction?
Hugely popular fantasy genre series of books, bestsellers.
Right.
Much all
Had you read those books?
I had, yeah.
So this was something you had a particular interest in being a part of?
Yeah. I read
and how do you find out
the
they're doing it? Like when there's something that you're into?
You just hear it. You read it on the internet half the time.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's how you found out about
Absolutely. Read it on the internet. Yeah.
And so you're like, oh yeah, this is something. Do you have other things like that? I mean, maybe you should put the word out. Like, you know, like, were you really into Rubik's Cube or anything?
The movie. Yeah. It's really complicated.
I'd love to play the cube.
Frustrating.
So these are books that you read as a kid, and now you get to play the character.
I didn't read the books as a kid. I played the games. They released a game called Witcher 3 it's about 5 years ago now. Played that game to the death.
Really?
And then I heard it was coming out. I met the showrunner, and that's when I learned there were books. Read the books, and I realized I was missing out on a whole world of this stuff because I've been into the fantasy genre since I was a kid. Since before I could read, my dad was reading me fantasy books.
But a lot of people are comparing this to Game of Thrones.
Right.
And there is one particular comparison I noticed just from looking at the clip today. Now that's your character.
Geralt.
Geralt, okay. And then you've got the Khaleesi, and you've got the same hair as the Khaleesi. Really.
We do.
Yeah.
I modeled myself off Khaleesi. I made people call me Khaleesi or Emilia on set, because otherwise I was like,
Emilia, that's
no eye
nice.
contact, I want to be Emilia or Khaleesi. Call me Mother of Dragons, I'm fine.
Well, it's very good to see you. Thank you for coming. The show is called The Witcher. It premieres December 20th on Netflix. Henry Cavill, everybody. Thank you, Henry. We'll be right back.